What's up, guys? We're back here at GOMTV.net, and we're going on to our final game today. It's going to be a ZVZ, Leenock against hyvaa.
Indeed it is. They already played, and Leenock did take out hyvaa after a failed 10-pull baneling. In fact, he didn't even have to do anything. He just held it, and hyvaa left, because hyvaa knows when hyvaa's dead, which is refreshing to see. Instead, these guys are like, well, I'm going to play at half the supply in the CVZ against you all game.
Yeah, but, those are painful to cast sometimes.
I think
it's painful to watch sometimes.
hyvaa is probably going to be aggressive again. You think he can take out Leenock?
I don't think so.
I think Leenock's going to be fine.
Leenock is pretty good at handling aggression because Leenock is one of these aggressive players. In a mirror matchup like this, if Leenock's aggressive often in ZVZ, he's going to know how to handle somebody being aggressive to him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But, if hyvaa wins, that's fine, too. Upsets do occur.
Yeah.
We already had some today. Life is out of the StarLeague already. So
is Roro.
Yeah, that's true, too. That was a pretty big shocker there.
Well, especially when you fall first as like a multi-champion. Like,
I know, right?
What?
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
So we have both players in the game. We should be starting this pretty soon. It is the map Whirlwind. Whirlwind is a huge map. Mm-hmm. So ZVZs can be very interesting. We do see all-ins from ZVZs on this map, though. It's not uncommon.
It does occur. Well, I think we're going to have to this game because hyvaa's playing.
Yeah.
But Leenock actually knows how to turn on the pressure as well. He's very good at microing Ling baneling attacks while hitting injects on 2 hatcheries nonstop, like perfectly.
Yeah, very true.
One of the best I've ever seen at it.
All right, the game is now loading up here in Seoul, Korea, where the best esports players in the world reside, competing over the best esports game ever made, Starcraft 2. Being casted by Tastosis, Tastes, and Artosis here at GOMTV.net. Into the bottom right, a champion of MLG, he is
Master FXO Leenock.
in the upper left. His opponent, a super aggressive player. Will he do it again this time? He is
New challenger STXO hyvaa.
Alrighty. Well, it's ZVZ early on. You just want to watch the production tabs here. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, then we kind of, we're going to see what direction to get taking this. There's actually a lot of different openers in ZVZ that can bring you to the same place.
Yeah, there certainly are. It's just small variations overall. Well, we'll see where these guys want to head. But in the meantime, I guess we're just going to have to chit-chat a little bit, Tasteless.
That's fine with me. I love chit-chatting with you, Artosis.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, you played a lot of Terran in the Wings Liberty beta. I know you played all the races, but
yeah.
I felt like you were more of a Terran player way back then, like way back at the beginning
of Wings of Liberty. I was.
Yeah. And then eventually you did end up switching to Protoss.
Yeah.
What is it about Zerg that... Like, what is Zerg missing, or is it like a skill set that you don't like to use as often, a play style? Like, why did you not really ever choose to do any Zerg play?
I tend to be somebody, I like certain types of aggressive builds. Mm-hmm. I don't like the way that Zerg operates as much. So like, for instance, in StarCraft 1, partially part of this is because Day9's my brother, but I could play Zerg. Mm-hmm. I could start up a game with Zerg and be fine. Yeah. My Terran was decent, but I mean, Zerg I actually felt like I really understood. Yeah. Early, and of course, like I said, I got to watch my brother, the best Zerg in North America, play all the time, so that certainly helped. In StarCraft 2, for some reason, I didn't feel like it quite operated the way I'm used to with Zerg.
No, it definitely doesn't.
It definitely doesn't, and I kind of...
It was actually much more like Terran in StarCraft 1. Yeah. StarCraft 2 Zerg.
Yeah. And so for me, I'm like, well, that's just not how I work. It's not how I operate. I don't feel like there's... First of all, it felt like when I was playing the beta Wings of Liberty, I didn't feel like there was a lot of sneaky stuff I could do. Yeah. I'm one of these guys, I like to have a solid macro play, but I want to be able to do some Harlem Globetrotter stuff with my race or do something tricky so that I'm unpredictable, and I felt like I didn't have that avenue with Zerg. Yeah. Okay. No, that's I think pretty much what I thought. What happened to me is actually I switched over to Protoss when I realized how similar the builds were from StarCraft 1 to StarCraft 2. I'm like, oh, this actually just feels so natural. Like the fast expand, for instance. I already know how to fast expand. I've been doing that for 10 years in StarCraft 1. You know?
Yeah.
I could do it again here in StarCraft 2. So that was my mindset.
Okay. No, that's good. That's pretty much what I figured from you. And
Yeah.
I mean, the exact mirror opposite, because we're completely different players, can be said about my choices on what I play and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So, anyways, I want to point out something very interesting. Leenock wants to move to the next round. He built a spine crawler earlier than I ever see when no one's been aggressive. So that was
on a big map and cross spots too.
Yeah, he's like not screwing around. He knows that Hiva wants to kill him early, and so he's getting ready for it. Now these Lings are going to be able to scout the Baneling nest for sure. Notice, yeah, I'm pretty sure they saw him, right?
Yeah, you're going to have to check on your PC, Artos. I'm actually not sure.
Oh my god, he actually just barely did not see the Baneling nest.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Now that doesn't mean that he's going to die to it, nor does it mean that Hiva's actually going to go use it, but he does have that spine crawler, he does have multiple queens down there, and his creep spread is actually good enough that his queens can easily get on that ramp, which is important. Like, he actually laid tumors specifically and made a spine crawler specifically with the intention to hold off any early attacks that Hiva could do.
Yeah.
So, big props to Leenock and the way that he's changing the way he's playing here.
Okay, the Lings are coming up here now. And it does look like they're going to come over here and just try to get some drones right now. One drone does go down. Looks like a second one will go down here. Ooh. Not great drone micro, by the way.
Yeah.
From Leenock. You would normally expect him to actually not lose any drones there.
Well, he lost 2, so that's kind of painful.
Yeah.
But it's not the end of the world by any means.
And we got a Roach War now coming down here for Hiva.
Yep. Baneling nest for Leenock and a layer on the way. So I'm wondering if we're going to end up seeing Spire from him, because it looks like Hiva's going to hit like a speed Roach timing here.
Yeah, it looks like it. Again, not a shocker. Hiva is a super aggressive player. 2 extractors coming down here now.
Good creep spread going down by Leenock. And let's see, they're both getting 1 evolution chamber. I wonder if Leenock's going to grab a second one. His build looks more like it wants a second one, but... well, I'm so sorry. I'm talking about Hiva, actually.
Yeah.
But no, it is just +1 and Roach speed.
Okay, so it's so far been a pretty passive game. Just a little bit of scouting, a little bit of poking, a little bit of prodding.
Yep.
No big attacks so far.
Yeah, Leenock definitely going to be going for the Spire here. So we're going to see the classic Spire going up against Roach.
This is actually a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite things to cast in a ZVZ.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like you have 2 different races playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's such different unit compositions, which you can see in the other matchups as well. The other mirror matchups as well.
Yeah.
But, I think it's... you can see the same unit sets go up against each other in the other matchups quite often. Yeah. But I think that it makes a bigger difference in ZVZ to have the 2 different unit sets as far as the fun rating goes. If you understand the crazy sentence I just made. Like, if I had to choose one matchup that I always could see different unit sets battle, it would be ZVZ.
You ever feel like it's better in ZVZ if you're going to go mutas to actually hide the hatch?
The third?
Yeah.
I don't
on a
think
map
so.
that's like this big, because this is one of the maps where you can hide a base.
Thing is, yeah, that's true. But with overlords and stuff, if you just happen to send your drone under one, they're going to find it. And like with speedlings, you need to be able to defend. So, and yeah, no, I don't like it that much. I'm not much of a base hider.
Yeah. Unlike Tasteless.
Yeah. Now this is a nice little surround. Getting a few of these roaches.
Even getting away from them with that one Baneling. If that Baneling had connected, that would be huge.
Yeah, that could have been brutal. Now we do have a lot of spines in the way. Thing is, his third base has a very good chance of being sniped here. So he is going for the counterattack, but the third base of his opponent definitely could get
looks like it just
some defense.
Get taken.
Yeah, Banelings.
Uh-oh. All right, well, this base over here for Leenock definitely going to go down. Hiva in great shape so far. Don't forget, Hiva just beat Roro. He could do the same thing again here with Leenock.
Well, we have 10 mutas on the way, but spores are going up for Hiva. Quite a few of them as well. It's very obvious at this point what he's going to be facing. And his roaches are just going to go home. If he gets enough spores and queens, and you know, what a great spot he's going to be in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Leenock is starting his transition, but he didn't get to deny the third base of his opponent, and his third got killed straight up. So his third is so unbelievably late.
Yeah, that's a very good point. And, you know, if you said, if Hiva has enough defense over here, there's not going to be much these mutas can do. And mutas, or you can't just keep going mutas for the rest of the game here.
Yeah.
you know.
No, he's already done his mutas, in fact.
Yeah, and he's not going to make any more after this. So if these don't do any damage, I mean, wow, Leenock's going to be really behind.
Yeah. Looks like he'll do at least a little bit here, like kill the extractor, maybe force a few more spores, and that all does count as damage. He's gotten some overlords. These will be helpful in battles coming up a little bit. Good for scouting, things like that. Oh, you know what? He might actually... No. Oh. All right, nice dodge on the
grab
fungal.
there.
Huh.
Yeah, he does get some of those mutas. Now he drives them out. Again, not enough damage has been dished out here. Leenock basically got these mutas that turn out not to be an asset.
Yeah.
This is bad for Leenock.
Well, too bad he didn't get to kill that evolution chamber, but that's fine. As of right now, with all these infestors popping out and hydras as well, this is a very strong army that's being made. And look at this move. A sneaky little move by Hiva coming in, sniping a couple high-energy queens. Wow, that's actually really painful.
Yeah.
Those were going to be very useful in the upcoming battles, and obviously for injects.
Leenock now having his drones are now being driven out. Hiva just continue to be aggressive. It's okay for him to lose these roaches as long as he just delays the economy here.
You know, Hiva definitely not playing a very cheesy game this time, I do have to say, and playing it very well.
Yeah, very, very well
At
indeed.
every step he's been ahead.
This is Hiva playing a macro game, Artosis. What the hell is going on?
Well, you know, in StarCraft 1, he had the full range of builds and styles that he could play.
That is true. He's much more aggressive here in Star 2.
Yeah, so, you know, it's good to see. You don't want to be, you know, pigeonholed into just one style, one strategy. Well, the Lings are coming around. Looks like they want to go for the fourth base that's morphing. Or maybe just run by that area that doesn't know that there's a fourth base morphing, in fact.
Yeah. Now, they're actually going to go into the main. He might try to actually just go for some important tech. Get the queens here.
Grab a couple queens, stop those injects so he can rally down his units. Now, he has a lot of units that have come down for this attack, Tasteless.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty tough for Leenock to hold. And if Leenock loses his third base, I don't know what he's going to do.
This is going to be so painful.
He's actually going to go... No, okay, he's turning... No, wait.
Oh, he's going up there.
Yeah. It's actually really smart because the spine crawlers are all spread out right now.
Well, the infestors are going to be able to... Ooh. Fungals and counter-fungals going down. A lot of infested Terrans coming up as well. He's trying to break through here, but we do have the rallies of Leenock right here. Has Hiva overcommitted? Will Leenock be able to break through?
We're going to find out soon here. It looks like just barely Leenock's going to hang on, which may be a little bit mean that Hiva is overextended himself just a little bit here. Supplies virtually even here, 162 to 150, or well, now 162.
Yeah. This is really, really close at the moment, but don't forget that fourth base is up for Leenock. It's not mining yet, but it is up, so that definitely can come into play. If it takes off the pressure at all, I guarantee you he'll get some drones over there.
Oh, yeah. All right. Looks like they're going to come in here again. And I don't know, man. I mean, if he hits hard here, bottom location, he could do a lot of damage. Leenock's hidden or brought a bunch of roaches up here at the top.
Yeah. We'll see what he wants to get done with those Tasteless. Leenock actually running across. Are we going into base trade?
Base trade? I guess we could. He could just make a bunch of spine crawlers in a second.
Well, he has a few, and he has some infestors there, so I guess he can freeze everything for a little bit, but is that, I mean, well, he doesn't have enough for fungals. Like, what is this strategy that I'm seeing? I'm not sure.
This is weird. I have no idea what he's doing.
You know, I think he's just looking at the actual composition of Hiva's army and deciding he can't beat it, right? There's more fungals than he has, and there's a lot of hydras mixed in, so
yeah,
that would be very hard. So he's deciding to go for this counterattack, and in fact, it does drive Hiva back. But can Leenock actually get enough damage done to make this worthwhile?
Oh, man, he is just plowing right through here. And this has forced Hiva to turn around and try to defend.
And it looks like he's going to run some roaches into the main base. The thing is, how much damage can he actually get done? Hiva is maxed out against a 136 supply Leenock, who just now sent drones to what is now his third base.
Yeah.
I don't think he has any chance to win this. This is getting really bad.
Man. Yeah, I mean, we got a maxed out Hiva here, 140 supply here for Leenock, and really Leenock doesn't have any other options right now. He could basically take his entire army, 1A click, and send them over here to take out Leenock in what's going to be yet another upset today here in Season 2 of the StarLeague.
You know, Hive is starting to really come into his own. This is a very solid game that we're seeing out of him. And in fact, I really like the last game as well. So he's doing a great job, but there is still a chance here. Look at this. This is a really good attack. And in fact, this is going to trigger Hyvaa to probably just attack, because I don't think he can really save that. So if Leenock actually kills that third off, yeah, he could lose his own third, but Hyvaa could overextend into the natural, and if he does that, then Leenock has a chance again.
That's very true. Now he's going to go and take out this third here. It's going to knock them both out at 2 bases. But one guy with a much bigger army than the other here.
Well, you know, the Roach is kind of hurting him up there. Let's take a look for the drone count. Hyva's actually down to 36 against 46 of Leenock.
Yeah.
So definitely that means something. And in the meantime, we actually do have an army down south. Leenock knocking out a big chunk of Hyva's army that was left behind.
Well, okay, this game's gotten a little wonky here. I think the elephant in the room, or whatever you want to call it, the 600-pound gorilla in the room, is the fact that Hyvaa has such a bigger army than Leenock.
Yeah.
That although Leenock is being crafty, he's got a lot of finesse in this game, it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, there's going to be this battering ram called Hyvaa's army.
Yeah, you know what,
though? You
though?
really can't stop.
You know what, though? Right now, Leenock actually has 4 more infestors, and he's doing that style where it's just roaches instead of roach hydra. Now, of course, there's a lot more roaches and hydras for Hyvaa, which is the problem. But, 4 more fungal growths can make a big difference. So he's going to have to somehow use that one advantage and parlay it into a victory. It's a hard thing to do, but even one overcommittal by Hyvaa, I think, can change this game directly into Leenock winning.
That's a very good point. We'll have to see if that actually happens. I feel like, to be frank, though, he could just continue to deny the third base here for Leenock and keep enough at home that he's not going to die to a counterattack or not lose anything to a counterattack.
Yeah, and
this is harder than it looks, by the way, guys. You amazed, like, how tricky stuff like this can be.
I do like that those mutas are still being useful for Leenock. He's actually killing overlords left and right with them.
Yeah, and that's actually great, because that's how Leenock's able to counterattack in here.
Yeah. Well, right now, the roach count has pretty much equalized, so has the infestor count, both with Hyvaa having tiny, tiny leads. And then he also has those 11 hydras still, so this is a problem. But Leenock is making more infestors, so he's going to take that lead once again. And as they get closer to a max, the closer this becomes.
Yeah, that's a very true point.
The infestor count is very important, but so is the fact that there are hydralisks on Hyvaa's side.
All right. Now, this is a pretty cool ZVZ, but it's definitely not one I expected to see from these two guys. You know?
This is a cool game.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, he's going to drive out this Overseer again. These mutas really becoming useful in a phase of the game they're not supposed to be that useful at all.
Yeah, and in fact, they should already all be dead.
I can't believe they didn't kill that Overseer, by the way. I cannot believe that. Oh, fungal!
And look at that, he only grabs 3 of them.
Well, I mean, even just getting rid of those 3,
yeah, no,
that one muta suddenly becomes a lot less impressive.
But he can still kill that other Overseer if he goes
That's
for him.
actually true, yeah.
All right, so they're both getting so close to max. They're both really focusing heavily on infestors. For upgrades, we actually have Hyvaa getting that +2 carapace, and that's going to put him 1 upgrade ahead.
Yes.
So that does make a difference, most certainly. And he does still have that supply lead. And don't forget, as I said before, he has a very low drone count. Well, he's up to 38 right now, with 41 for Leenock. So actually, at this point, they're pretty even in that. So when we see them both max out, they're going to have very similarly sized armies.
Who do you think is going to take this? You think Leenock can still win?
I think it's actually going to come down to one engagement.
Just having the right fungals and everything like that?
Yeah, the right concave, the right fungal. I really think that's what it's going to end up being.
Oh, he didn't actually end up bungling that. All right, here we go.
Hydra's going to go.
Okay, yeah, I guess he's just not watching that. He's like, well, I don't want to waste 1 fungal when I could kill it with a Hydra for free and still have all my energy left.
Now, where is Leenock going with these roaches? His roaches are leaving without his infestors. Okay, his infestors just came too. He has to be so careful, man. If
yeah, he really does.
Really, this is going to come down to one engagement. Neither player has big banks. There's so much infestor energy on both sides. Oh my god. This is about to happen. Oh, that's a good fungal.
Money fungal.
Indeed, it is.
All right, now he's going to run away from these infested Terrans, meaning Hyva's actually burnt a lot of extra energy here.
That's true, but he did get a couple infestors, and he did force the burn of a couple fungals as well. Or he did burn of a couple fungals, so.
Hyva's still moving out now. Both players with these armies that are just so scary they can barely even engage each other.
Are we watching Wings of Liberty from a year and a half ago?
So.
Because it's 22 infestors and 19 right now. You'd think infested Terrans still get the upgrades. Okay, good move by Leenock deciding not to go up there. He would have absolutely died. You can't go in that choke. So, see, this is the thing. He let Hyva into the right position.
Yeah.
Went up the ramp, and the thing is, as soon as you're up the ramp, you can't win because you need to have the good engagement. That's what he's going for here.
Oh my God! All right, here we go
man.
now. Leenock looks like he could be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he definitely could be. That is a lot of fungals on Leenock's units. A lot of infested Terrans come out, and here we go. The fungals start going off on Hyva's units as well. The spy for both players just plummeting, but we have roaches left against infested Terrans for the most part.
Yeah, we have another attack over here on the third, by the way, from Leenock.
And look at this. Leenock might come out on top.
These infestors, though, he's going to lose a lot of infestors if he's not careful.
Yeah, he definitely could. He's got to be so careful with that. In fact, Leenock has to be careful with his infestors also. If you lose your infestors, you lose the game
Look at this.
here.
Their supplies are both at 118 right now.
This is crazy how close this game is. All right, so Leenock moving forward with very low energy infestors. Those are going to be 4 infested Terrans. A lot more energy over here. That's going to help out quite a bit as the rest of his army comes up. But that is a lot of roaches left over.
Yeah, it really is.
And, oh my God, that is a lot of energy indeed. Some good fungals going down, a lot of infested Terrans as well. It's almost very hard to see what's going on
hard
here.
to call this one actually right now. Okay, so he gets the hatch. He's going to run out. I don't think there's enough fungals there to catch him on the way out.
There might not be, yeah.
Again, supplies still almost identical right now.
And they both lost their bases. Well, we do have this other hatch.
Yeah, there's just this other base over here, the new third base here for
Yeah.
Hyva, which is actually super important.
And we actually have a burrowed roach at both bases of Leenock's. So nice little move there by Hyva.
Yeah.
Crazy, crazy game. 19 drones to 13 drones, and they have like no money.
Yeah.
Hyva might just end up taking this because he still has that hatch.
Yeah, Leenock is now long distance mining.
Yeah.
He doesn't have enough money to get a hatchery right now.
Okay, so the units, same roach count, 17 infestors to 15. What?
This game is so weird.
Yeah, Leenock has a small infestor lead. He has a 2 infestor lead right now. And he has a 4 drone lead, but he doesn't have an extra hatchery, which
I think he actually needs to try to kill Hyva's additional base right away. He does not know about this base, right? Or he does?
This base here? Yeah, he knows.
He knows, okay.
Yeah. He actually has a burrowed roach right there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, you mentioned that earlier.
All right, so this is just crazy, man. It looks like Leenock is just trying to get enough minerals for a hatch, but the longer he lets Hyva actually mine from that base, and the income is not even close. Like, Hyva's killing him on income.
All right.
It's time.
Infestor's now moving out. Ugh. Leenock has to do something quickly here. Nice little guerrilla tactic there. Fungling and then running for it.
Is he actually going to chase all the way back?
I can't believe that.
No,
this
you
is
should not be
this
doing
is not
that.
even important right now.
No, this one infestor with 70 energy. Oh, Leenock is losing his window to possibly win this game.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, the income right now is... it's a big difference at this point in the game. It's 360 against, like, 140-ish.
Yeah.
And that's, like, minerals per minute. Because the supply is so close, just a few units can change everything here. And Hyva does have a 3 roach lead right now. But he is...
Leenock's still got a shot, though, guys.
Well, those 2 infestors are going to throw down a bunch of infested Terrans at this third and probably force a cancel on the hatch, I think.
I think so.
The units are too far across the map.
Oh, look at these spine crawlers coming up here, too.
Nice. He's going to catch quite a bit there. Right,
Yep.
well, he'll get the queen and a bunch of the drones.
Oh, yeah,
Ew.
so nice.
I was just thinking, oh, we should scan that. No. No, that doesn't exist. But it looks like he will save the hatch, so that's actually really, really important.
Yeah, he didn't seem to be very on top of his army there, but he did pull that army back, which means it's now Hyva's turn to move out on the map and try to attack here.
By the way, notice the spread of overlords that Hyva's doing. He's getting full vision of the map now because you're not going to use infested Terrans against that, and there haven't been any Hydras from Leenock, so this is an amazingly intelligent move that he's just You know, they're both so focused right now. For him to sit there and think, I need to spread Overlords everywhere because he has no anti-air. Really nice.
Yeah, super
really like
smart. Oh, nice catch there by Hyvaa. More infested turrets coming out here now, and some nice bungles.
Yeah, both of them just trying to figure out what can I even do with my infestor energy. They both have so much. And Hyvaa's gaining some advantages from it, man. He's got a lot more roaches at this point. A lot more roaches. It's 11 against 25.
He might want to try going around and coming in from the top of this third base.
Yeah.
It's actually amazing. We're at almost 35 minutes, and nobody's really been able to get a fourth base up and running.
Very crazy game. You know, I'm getting nervous for Leenock, man. His roach count is almost tripled now, and this is all because of that extra hatch being up the whole time. It took Leenock so long to even start his. He gave Hyvaa a big roach advantage.
This is just such a funky game. But yeah, I mean, you're basically right, Artosis. Hyvaa's just had that extra base for so long. It gave him such an edge because he was just all he had to do was make stuff. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Well, Leenock is spending all his money on extra infestors, so now he's up by 5. The spines are at the third base are really what is letting me retain hope.
Yes.
For Leenock. Hyvaa, though, look at that supply, man. He's at 23 drones against 14. That's a huge advantage. He's at 28 roaches against 11, a huge advantage. Then 16 infestors against 21. Not a huge advantage, obviously, a disadvantage, but not maybe as big as the drone plus roach count put together.
Yes.
Well, you know what this does as well? It makes Leenock stay defensive. There's complete vision for Hyvaa on this map, basically, with all his overlords. And, you know, he's got a bit more.
All right, he's going to try to force a cancel over here. Nice job with the burrowing. Just forcing the more overseers to be made. That's more gas that has to be spent.
And we actually have Hydralis production coming back up for Hyvaa.
Yeah.
Very nice.
All right. Now, what's funny is even though you can see they have a lot of bases here, Hyvaa does, for instance, only one actually is mining from.
Oh, never mind. I thought those were Leenox. I'm like, why is he doing this? There's spores there. He can see you, Leenock.
That would be the weirdest ending to the most epic game we've casted today.
Yeah.
Is this our best game to cast today? I think this is pretty good.
I really liked
with,
both games with first. I really liked, and I really like this one.
Yeah.
But I think this one is the best. Yeah.
Yeah. This one's pretty epic.
Despite myself being a Protoss Staceless, this game is like actually insanely good. You know, Hyvaa's being so smart about this. He realizes that there is an advantage. I think he's having a hard time figuring out exactly how big. And by taking this base, it's like he's ahead, so he's going to get more ahead. And so he has the base up and mining before Leenock starts his next, which is exactly what happened with this other base that already got him ahead. So he's going to get a little bit more ahead by this. But the more that they both sit, the more likely it becomes that they're both going to hit closer to a max and get back in that situation where one engagement can and should and possibly will make the whole game end.
I believe that Hyvaa is actually going to attack only when he's maxed, like a big attack. He has to know, okay, I should be maxed out before him. Therefore,
yeah, that is true. He should know that he will be maxed out before for sure.
Look at I love that Overlord spread, by the way.
It's so good.
So good.
There's just nothing. Leenock has to stay defensive. There's no choice here. Hyvaa's dictating everything.
Yeah. It's actually a great ZBZ, man. It really is.
It is. It is.
This is a ZBZ you guys can learn from.
That's so funny. I've never seen that, actually. I don't know how I've never seen that.
What do you mean?
Just throwing a fungal down on a bunch of changelings. Like, I've stormed them before, but I never did it with fungals.
All right. You can see he wants to get in there and do the damage, but the positioning of Leenock's army is just too good.
No, you nailed it. If he was out of position even a little bit, Hyvaa would kill him.
Hyvaa would just end the game right now, but he can't because, you know, in Roach v. Roach, it's always concaves and convexes. You always want your army to be the concave and theirs to be the convex. And that's how you optimize the amount of damage you can do.
When you go up the little ramp, too, fungal just holds your units there, and they're in a huge concave compared to the tiny, skinny ramp. So
yeah,
there's like no way around it. Like, you just can't go up a ramp right now. There's very few units over here, but as long as he's quick on the fungals, he's fine. But he has to be quick on the fungals. Now, there's swarm hosts coming for Hyvaa. Oh, he's going to move that. Okay, good. Okay, so Swarm Host coming out. He's not even getting Enduring Locusts, because at this point, that's too much money. And the thing is, he's got Leenock Turtle in such a way, this is a perfect choice, because you bring like 3 up and burrow them at the bottom of the ramp, just a little bit back from the bottom.
Yeah.
The Locusts will have plenty of time to get up and start doing damage, and you can't use your fungals on that. So that's going to force Leenock to come out.
I love this
So
idea.
he's squirting like, as Mr. Bitter would say, a hose down a mole hole.
Squirting a hose down a mole hole.
Yeah, got to get those moles out.
Hey, man. There's that poor mole down there. He's like,
And he comes out.
yeah,
And yeah,
that's true. Let's see here. I guess we just gotta wait for these swarm hosts to pop out.
he's got a few. It looks like he does want to get Enduring Locusts anyway. Like, it's such a good upgrade. There's almost never any. I don't think it actually needs it, but without any creep for the Locusts to go on, it's may as well. He's got a big enough economy. In fact, he's taking another base. Ooh, this is getting hard, man. And Leenock just started +2 carapace.
Leenock's so incredibly behind, but he is managing to stay alive, and he's in the hopes that he can eventually come back. All right, lots of infested Terrans over here.
He's going to have to use quite a few fungals on that. But it gets rid of the spines, which, you know, I'm a little bit surprised you used that many infested Terrans.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised as well, but it looks like he's going to finally take out the rest of these guys.
You know what? He actually made him use just about the same amount of energy that he used.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. That just kind of worked out, I guess.
Then finally he brings out some infested Terrans of his own.
Hive is going to kill him now.
Yep.
He's maxing out. Enduring Locust is going to finish. He has 3 more Swarmos coming. The Swarmos are going to come down and force Leenock out. And Leenock's heart is actually going to sink. Because right now, if I'm looking at the game from Leenock's view, I'm like, he's doing really well. He's beating me, but this is possible because I'm almost maxed. But when the Swarm Hosts come, his cost efficiency is going to fall a bit. It's... And
well, yeah, this is going to just allow him to force his way into, you know, a Leenock's base, and there's just not a lot that he can do to stop it.
Yeah.
Nice hitting there on the counter.
Yeah, you know, I'm looking at these supplies. 44 roaches against 28, and then there's also 17 hydras, and then it's 26 infestors against 15. I actually think he has too many infestors right now.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, which is weird to say, but I think he actually oversupplied infestors. If he had fewer infestors and more other units, he might be able to overwhelm the Locust, but fungals take a long time to do their damage, so I'm not sure like what type of maneuvering he can even do to overcome this. This is really hard.
Now, obviously, these roaches could take out the Locusts, but here's the thing. There's going to be endless streams of Locusts coming over here.
Yeah. Like, Hiva just needs to sit back. Like, he can walk in behind them, but he needs to get away without getting fungled and stuff if he wants to try something like that. Okay, so... Yeah, Leenock, he's going to max, and he's just going to walk out. And, well, let's see. You know what? With the amount of infested Terrans he has, he can actually fungal the Swarmos. He might be able to win this still.
This
is not 100% over.
All right, you know, obviously, right now it looks like he can take on those Locusts just fine, but as time passes and more damage is given out here, that's Leenock's army is just going to start to get smaller and smaller, weaker and weaker.
He gets the Overseers.
Oh,
that's really annoying. A couple more on the way.
They see he can fungal this, but these infestors don't have endless energy.
Yeah, see, the amount of infestor energy he's using, he actually has to go. He can't wait anymore. Okay, here we go, man. This is coming to a head right now.
Yep.
The infestors on one side, the roaches are on the other. This is a really interesting play.
All right, he's moving in here now.
Oh, the infestors coming up. Some chain fungals going down, and a lot of these are actually going to end up dying. A lot of infestors going down.
Oh, nice fungal there.
Oh, yeah.
On those roaches.
See, Hiva actually has such a good number of infestors right now. They're being so useful, but not overusing his supply.
All right, he's going to bring out a bunch of infested Terrans now.
Some beautiful chain fungals here from Leenock. He is trying to fight back here, but look at the supply. He's down by 40.
I think he's actually, this is the beginning of the Endertosis.
Yeah.
All right, he's going to be able to take out everything that's over here. Oh my god, excuse me. I didn't actually realize that, yeah, that's Leenock hitting Hiva's base.
Well, you know, he's lost a base now. He is going to go kill some stuff, but can he actually kill enough over there? Some roaches coming back. Looks like this is actually turning into a base trade here. Oh, God, that was a good overseer to bring up. He just lost a lot of his infestors. You know, oh, my God, Leenock had 26. He has 9 now. Those infestors were not worth what he spent on them.
Yeah, unfortunately, no. Now we have just all these locusts are doing so much damage here, and right as they die out, another wave is coming in here as well.
And the infestors,
that's it.
Yeah, the infestors are gone. This is the end. This is it. Leenock is going to be eliminated.
GG. Great game though.
Really superb.
Really well done there
fun.
by Hyvaa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow, wow, wow.
Crazy game.
Okay. Damn.
Man, look, Hyvaa's got to be happy with that. He played some great games today.
He did. He really did. And he certainly does deserve to get out of this group. He played 2 very strong ZVZs. Leenock played some great games today as well, Tasteless. Just wasn't enough, but that's okay because he's Leenock and he'll be back no matter what you do to him.
Yeah, I mean, look, Leenock, he's good. Today was not his day. And this was a really good group, by the way. Yeah. This was a very scary group.
Very scary group indeed. Roro went out first.
Yeah, I was about to say, when you're in a group and Roro is
no
the
shame
first
going
one to
out
go
second.
Yeah, right. So today's games were a lot of fun.
They certainly
Good work today, Artosis.
Yeah, you too.
We should be going to the interview shortly here, whenever Hyvaa gets over there. And when we have that, we'll throw it on over that direction. And it looks like we have it now. Enjoy.
좀 힘들게 올라가긴 했는데 그래도 올라가서 되게 기쁘고 약속도
It says it was tough. It was tough today, definitely. But he's glad he was still able to move on. The nickname we've given him amongst the staff here in the first half of that game was Hatchery Killer Hyvaa. All he did was snipe hatcheries left and right.
You see that?
최종전 빼고는 이제 준비한 대로 했고 최종전에서는 그냥 앞선 경기에서 공격적으로 했기 때문에 이제 좀 부유하게 가면 이길 수 있을 것 같아가지고 분명히 결정했습니다.
Hyvaa says the first game he played today, that was the plan he entered the stage with today. But the very last game against Leenock, he decided that he needed to play it a little bit safer. He needed to make sure he macroed out and got everything all steady and ready to go before getting too aggressive like he did before. And that was his mindset.
올 때부터 떨어져도 상관없었기 때문에
His voice is shaking.
힘들더라고요. 또 제가 저저전에서 저저전이 득이 많이 부족해가지고
ask him about
자신이 없었어요. 그래서
Hyvaa kind of has a nickname for overestimating or underestimating players a lot and kind of being a reader for other players' skill levels. And today, as I was entering the stage, he was actually afraid because even in practice, his ZVZ was quite weak. But although he lost the first game, he felt pretty good, because he was playing a lot more stable in the last game and he was able to pull out.
마인드가 좀 궁금합니다. 그런 것을 쓸 때 뭔가 마인드, 자세, 뭐 알려줄 수도 있는 거고요. 어떤 마인드로 써라.
다른 팀은 솔직히 잘 모르겠는데 제가 이제 뭐 육모도 좀 자주 하잖아요. 근데 제가 하면 팀에서 안 말려요. 그래가지고 좀 육모 뭔가 촉이 올 때가 있어가지고 할 때
촉입니까 촉?
다른 오리는 솔직히 이기고 싶어서 자신 없어서 하는 경우가 많은데 육모는 솔직히 좀 촉이 와서 하는 걸 또 강현우 선수가 오는 승자전에서 이동현 선수 상대로 더블로 시작하셨잖아요. 근데 이동현 선수라서 그런지 몰라도 육모 준비했었거든요.
맞죠? 제가 맞죠?
네, 좀 많이 아쉬웠어요. 승자전
내가 승리를 위해서 강현 선수 받았어요.
He says that he does tend to prepare cheese a lot, and it's kind of based on who he's playing, and it doesn't tend to work well when he's practicing in-house. And today he actually was really prepared to use it against Leenock because he was a little bit afraid, and he was actually a bit sad that it wasn't going to work out at the beginning of the game, the way things unraveled.
정말 게임 리그에서 잘하고 있어가지고 신영이 워낙 다 골고루 잘하니까 그런 것 같고 저희 팀이 잘하는 것 같긴 한데 좀 준비하는 스타일이라서 기본기가 많이 부족해서
And of course, speaking of his team, it was like, I think we do well, but we actually are still in a lot of preparation stage, and so that's where sometimes we'll see ourselves falling off. But in individual leagues, we've actually been performing well, so we're all pretty happy about that.
데이트가 바뀐 점 어렵고 하지만 신대군 분명 경기하는 선수 엄청 긴장해야 되지 않겠습니까? 그 다른 선수에게 한 말씀 더 이제 15명 그거도 좀 같은 조가 될지 모르겠지만 그 선수들에게 나 16강에서 만나면 데이터가 다가 아니야 한 말씀 해주세요.
And now a word to his future opponents in the round of 16.
긴장 부리지 마시길 바랍니다. 언제 유명할지 모르니까.
And those of you who end up in the same group as me, Hyva says, please make sure you are prepared for the worst and that you don't just try to show off or anything like that because you never know what's going to happen.
스타일 이거 초보라 경기하는 모습을 마지막에 또 장기전과 좋은 모습 보여드렸는데 팬들께 어떤 모습 보여드리고 싶은지 앞서던 선수에게 이제 팬들께 한 말씀 듣도록 하겠습니다.
Man, he's pretty confident.
Yeah. Well, you know, he's a very good player from StarCraft 1. He should be.
I'd be pretty confident, too, if I played a ZVZ like that one back there against somebody like Leenock. You know?
Yep. Pretty insane, man. Good results today. I'm glad that we did get another Protoss up there.
Yeah, me too. I get kind of sad if we get to the round of 16 of a tournament and it's already almost.
Every now and then we have a round of
races.
16 with 2 Protosses. It's happened a few times. We have 2 already.
Yeah.
We're getting at least 1 more.
Yeah. So, yeah, great work today, Artosis. This was a long day, actually, for us. We were, almost 5 hours straight of casting.
A lot of computer errors earlier on.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't keep happening. That was pretty unfortunate. So, yeah. But, no, the games today were actually really good, a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and take a look at the results, actually. And in case you guys are just now joining us, as you can see, Fantasy and Kongo escape Group E. In Group F, it's going to be First and Hyvaa.
Well, a couple newcomers there to the top 32 of Korea. There's, of course, some more old school guys in the first group. I'm really excited, actually, to see how far First can go in this tournament, man.
Yeah, I'm really curious.
He has actually one of my favorite PvTs, and there's a lot of Terrans, so. Anyways, Thursday, guys, you better tune in, because we have Parting, Young Lost, Squirtle, and Supernova, an insanely good group. And then, of course, Group H, Bomber, Hurricane, Rain, and Keen, another great one indeed. Cannot wait.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. So definitely join us there Thursday, 6 p.m. It's going to be so cool. And, of course, we will have some Protosses advancing that day no matter what.
Yes, indeed we will,
Yes.
Tasteless. We could have up to 4 Protosses advancing.
We actually
Wouldn't that
could.
be sick?
Yeah.
I would like that a lot.
Balance out this tournament a little bit. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Again, we'll be on again at Thursday, so catch us then. For Artosis and myself, we love you. Good night.